What's happening, y'all? I'm back. Today I'm going to do a breakdown of how I kind of analyze the charts, just a basic setup that helps me form my bias on the direction that price might be looking to go next. So I do a weekly, daily, 4 hour, and hourly breakdown, and then I find my entries on the 5 minute, and I kind of color code it. Uh, how I do this. So let me begin. First, I'll start with the weekly chart, and I'll start defining, areas where price is reacted to, and I use red as my color for weekly analysis. And I just start forming lines right in the areas where price has shown a reaction. It stopped or reversed or consolidated in these areas. And I won't go all the way down to the bottom. I just do a specific area because it can be kind of time consuming. And I want to just get the whole breakdown done for you all. Okay. All right, I've defined these areas on the weekly level. Next, I will go to the daily chart. Normal analysis, I will take it all the way to the bottom, but for now, I'm just going to deal with this area. All right, now that I've got my weekly key levels defined, I'll go to daily, and the daily levels, I will mark those out in green. And again, I'm just going to do like these areas at the top, just so that you have an idea. I'm probably not going to go all the way to the bottom. Just want to give you an idea of what I use to formulate my analysis on where price might react, because oftentimes price may be moving in a certain direction, and then you'll see it stall. It may retrace and then come back to that level. And you can use a lot of these lines or these areas to kind of form your stop losses, to form your take profits. Price will reverse at some of these areas. I mean, it's really helpful to kind of define these levels. Don't mind if you hear my little dogs on the floor. These pit bulls lazy, man. They snoring, making a lot of noise. All right. Once I assign my daily levels, then I'll go to the 4 hour, and on the 4 hour chart, I will use purple. And just remember, whatever you use for your own analysis, try to do it on a weekly basis. And the more you do it, you'll kind of start refining it. And, you'll find the things that are really helpful and the things that you can live without as well in improving your process. But I just find it helpful for me to define these different levels. And then once you've done this, you don't have to keep going back and redoing it. If you get the pro version of TradingView, or if you've got some other charting service, you know, you can set these charts up and save them, and then you'll be able to pull them up and still have a lot of these key areas kind of predefined for you. You know, all you have to do is go in and see what price action is doing in the present. All right, got some of these 4 hour zones defined. You know, once I've defined my 4 hours, then I go down to my hourly. And start looking at some hourly zones. And on the hourly, I will usually use gold. Use a gold color on the hourly. And what you'll find that when you just on the charts, kind of looking for price to reach certain areas or waiting for it to set up to make a move, man, you'll find often it will reach one of these levels. You know, if you can see right now, it's kind of at a 4 hour level. You see it on that purple, sitting on that purple line. You know, this is a live chart. And this little beacon you see right here, I just got it on the line chart. It's actually sitting at that level, and it's been sitting there at that 4 hour key level for a while. You know, and before it decides to break out in a certain direction, a lot of times it gives you clues as to where it's going to break out of that level, going up or down. All right, and once I get my hourly, key levels kind of drawn out, you know, then I'll go to where I look to make my entries, which is normally on the 5-minute chart. Once I get to the 5-minute chart, however, I do not leave the line chart activated. I will change to candles. At this point, once I change to candles, as you can see, price is reacting around these levels. It's finding support as well as resistance at these key levels. This 4 hour level, you push through, now it's showing resistance. You pushed all the way down to this hourly level. It found resistance, it pushed back up. You know, you'll see here's a weekly level that's being respected. It's moving along, then it pushed up and rejected off of this 4 hour level. So as you can see, you know, once you establish these lines, you can see that price really reacts around these areas, and that will help you be able to determine where price is going next. You know, right now, price was consolidating at this hourly level at 2065. Then it pushed up and breached 2067, found support, but now it's pushing through 2067, and it's kind of falling to this 2066 area. Now, the same way that I found levels on the higher time frame, I'll do the same thing on the 5-minute time frame. But as I find these 5-minute key levels, I will mark them out with the gray box. So that's a 5-minute key time frame. Here's another one, you know, where price stopped or reacted. You know, and a lot of these areas will be in the middle of some of those other areas. They won't necessarily line up, which is great. It just gives you more information to work with. You know, right here where price was kind of stopping, resisting, you know, this is another key area. So as you start to find these kind of zones within a zone, it even helps you to further define where price might go next. I think there's one more that I see that's kind of in that same area. Here's a small zone right there. All right, now I can open my chart up, stretch it out, and kind of look at, okay, where price might go next. Price is starting to find support here but it's finding resistance here. So if I wanted to make a trade between 266, 267, I wouldn't. I want to see price push through. And if price pushes through here, I want to see if it pushed through this next hourly level. At that point, I might enter a trade looking for price to push up to the 270. Or if price fell through this level here, I might look for price to continue on a move down and maybe take profit at 264 or 263. So now you kind of get an idea of how my mind works. I kind of break the levels down from each time frame, and I create zones. And I'm watching how price is moving inside of all these zones, and that's giving me an idea where, along with other confluences, where price might go next. So I hope this video was helpful. I hope it kind of helped you have an idea of, or get some ideas on how you can kind of set up your different zones, support and resistance, liquidity, or whatever you want to call those areas. To me, it's all the same. You're just looking for the places that price is reacting to, and that'll give you some idea of where it might go next. Now, one of the things that I will couple with this activity is I might go back to an hourly chart, and then I might choose to drop a fib on the hourly chart. And now inside of that fib, I can kind of see, hey, price rejected, found support here, pushed up, and now it's starting to find support at the 0.236. But it's rejecting off this next level. So if price pushes back down, I might be looking for a downtrend. But if price can push up back above this 0.382 and back above this 0.5, I might be looking for an uptrend. So I'm just very patient. I'm going to wait for price to give me a definitive idea or a definitive clue on what it might do next before I engage. Again, hope this video was helpful. You all have a great weekend, and good luck in the markets. Peace and love.